women who were going to lose their livelihood through this.
They should have thought about that before they thought it was a good idea to sell their starfish online. Go get a proper job.
I wasn't happy doing it. Like, it almost felt like I wanted to like go towards something I desired more. It made my name look bad. Like, being on, it was more like, oh, she's an old girl, and that's just not someone who I wanted to be known as, because there's a lot more of me than just that.
Why did you do it then if you felt like it was not what?
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic a lot of people avoid talking about: regret. More and more women are opening up about their experiences with OnlyFans, and many say the long-term impact wasn't what they expected. Fame fades, money changes, and the internet never forgets. So let's look at the real stories behind the screen and the hidden consequences nobody told them about.
It's probably like the beginning of this year.
Why? If it was lucrative, you should have kept running it up.
It definitely was lucrative, but I felt like I just didn't like going into these bigger meetings, and like once they hear the words, they kind of just turn the cheek, or like they have a certain perspective about you. So it was like, it benefited me very well, but at the same time, I just am in a different phase in my life. I'm getting older. I have nephews and nieces. I really give a about how they feel about me and what they see about me. And it just kind of like, just, you know, organically, this was like, this doesn't feel right.
3 things that I wish I would have known as a young. Number 1, my self-worth. 2, money isn't everything. Number 3, the damage that did to my mental health.
I've lost my whole family, and it sucks. So a lot of times when people ask me if they should do porn, I tell them no. I tell them that it makes life really hard. It makes dating really hard. It makes your family life really hard. It makes intimacy hard. If you're putting yourself out there and the world is now judging you, you have to be okay with being shamed every day of your life. I don't even want to have children because I do, because I'm worried of the way that people will treat my child. Recently I wanted to go visit him, and he said that I can't go visit because his wife, my stepmom, doesn't want me there. I'm not allowed to go visit my dad anymore because my stepmom doesn't like that I do. But then he told me that when I was like, can we like go get coffee and like we could go like get breakfast, and he's like, I don't want to be seen in public with you. And that just hurt so bad, and it sucks. I lost my family. I don't talk to like my brother.
Man, hearing her talk about her niece growing up and starting to understand what she was doing, you can feel that regret. It's like she never thought about how it would affect the kids in her family until it was too late. And then listening to this other woman, you can tell the money didn't fix anything for her. She looks completely drained. She's saying straight up that the lifestyle destroyed her mental health. People online think it's quick cash, but behind the scenes it really messed her up. This one actually hits different. She became famous in the adult industry. Everybody knew her name, but even with all that, her own dad told her he couldn't be seen with her in public. Imagine hearing that from your father. You can see in her face that it broke her. A lot of people only see the short-term hype, but these stories show the long-term damage nobody talks about.
Why I'm not a full-time dancer anymore and my money habits as a dancer. We left off in March, which was the last consistent and good month that I've had to date. My first year as a dancer, transparency, I made $130,000, but as y'all saw in part 1, I made $100K of that in the first 3 months. Then literally the rest of the year, I scraped another $30K. I eventually got really tired of like relying on my savings and wasting my time going to the club, because that's what it felt like and that's what it feels like now. Like, don't get me wrong, I love hanging out with my homegirls, and like the environment, at least at my club, is pretty chill. But I don't want to be spending money to be hanging out with my homegirls. I could hang out with them for free. So I eventually got a job, and that's why I've been away for 2 years.
The main reason I shut down my OF was because a friend at work found my OF somehow, and I guess I told him my stage name and wasn't thinking, and he subscribed, and I had videos on there from like way back in the day, like so many different hairstyles, so many different weights, so many different pregnancies, and being fat and just doing things like crazy like this. And things I didn't want someone that I worked with, especially a friend, to see. And then a second person that I worked with in my department mentioned my OF and subscribing to it, and it freaked me out. And the thought of the people that I work with every day seeing me like that, seeing me fat and naked and doing all these and just in that light, yeah, it freaked me out, and I shut it down at work like that. In that moment, I stepped away.
All right, let's talk about this next woman. She explains why she stopped stripping, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense. She said the money looks amazing for like 3 months. You're up, you're cashing out, you feel unstoppable, but then the rest of the year hits and it completely drops off. No stability, no consistency. It's like you get 3 good months and 9 months of trying to survive off your savings. And that's the thing people don't understand. Fast money isn't real money if it doesn't last. Stability always wins in the long run. And then we've got this other woman, and you can tell the embarrassment really changed everything for her. She said her coworkers and even some of her close friends found her on OnlyFans and were shocked. The way she talked about it, you could hear the shame in her voice. It's one thing to post online for strangers, but when people you actually know see it, that's when reality catches up. She stopped immediately because she didn't want to carry that feeling anymore. This just shows something a lot of people ignore. The internet feels private until it isn't, and once it's out there, you can't control who sees it or how they judge you. Short-term money is never worth long-term regret.
I was a stripper. I did OnlyFans. I live in my truth. And I am ashamed at the behavior I've done, because I am now 28 years old. I'm actually 28 years young on this earth. And I can say that I'm ashamed. Because of a lot of different reasons. I can sit here and I can talk to women and explain to younger girls coming up and things. And I thought it was cool. I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought this is how I wanted to live. But all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, that the media pushes you, they're all miserable. They have no peace. They cry every night. They are not happy with themselves. They hate themselves. So much so, they get surgeries and they try to fit themselves to being something they're not, and they're never going to fulfill it because they're not fulfilled.
Wow, she's really saying it like it is. The industry preys on young, impressionable women, and you can hear how much she's seen and felt. So many end up miserable and depressed, chasing a lifestyle that's built to trap them, not fulfill them. And the part about plastic surgery, it's heartbreaking. Trying to change yourself to fit this unrealistic image, to be something you're not and never really can be. That's a heavy price to pay for fame or money. You can tell she's speaking from experience, and it really makes you think about the cost of chasing that lifestyle. Honestly, it's a reality check. The short-term money, attention, and excitement look good from the outside, but behind the scenes, it's often just pain and regret. Alright, so after hearing all these stories, it's pretty clear that the reality behind OnlyFans, stripping, and the adult industry is nothing like the way it's advertised online. A lot of these women went in young, excited, thinking it was easy money or quick fame, but the long-term consequences hit way harder than they ever expected. From mental health problems, unstable income, family relationships breaking apart, all the way to deep regret and losing their sense of self. This is the side nobody talks about. If there's one thing to take from all of this, it's that not everything that looks glamorous is worth it. Short-term attention can come with long-term pain, and I think it's important we listen to people who've been through it instead of pretending everything is perfect on social media. If you enjoyed this video or got something valuable from it, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Your support means a lot and keeps me motivated to keep making content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.